Even with the other team in the first, we will walk away, and you'll hear we had lots of chances to score, but how we gave up the first goal. And we took a penalty we can't take in a playoff-like game, and you're down to, even with the amount of pucks that we put to the net, we wasted a bunch of opportunities to get more pucks to the net. It was there for us, trying to make plays we didn't need to try to make. So it would be in alone on the goaltender, and he would have made a bunch of really good saves, but that wouldn't define how we handle our puck.
I'm just looking at Anthony Duclair, his first game back. It's on the score sheet. What do you think of him?
Real good for such a long period of time out. His timing was fine. I think he was credited for 5 hits, which would have led our team, so he was physically involved in the game. Tried him on the left. He's not 100% comfortable there, so we flipped him back over to the right. Moves a bunch of people around. We're having a hell of a time in the face-off circle here tonight, and that led to an awful lot of possession for them. That was, and one ended up in our net because of it. So moved the people around, but I liked him back on the right. I thought he was good. Yeah, would have exceeded expectations for his first game.
A couple players just in there in the locker room said they were very frustrated with how things went down, knowing how big a game it was, knowing that they had a week's worth of rest. Were you a little frustrated with it?
Yeah, frustrated because I think we had a pretty clearly defined plan that we were reasonable with in the first, a little sluggish in the first. In the second half of the first, we were good, and then we shot ourselves in the foot. We got full control of a puck in the neutral zone twice and try to create something that's just not there. And it ends up in the back of the net. So, and I thought we continued that mentality for a while, and then came out of it in the third. And at that point, you are at the mercy of a guy. If he makes those saves, you're going to lose that game.
Yeah, it seemed like Anderson got stronger, and it looked like, for a big game, it didn't seem to look like it. Like there didn't seem to be that urgency until the third when you got 20 in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Urgency is not the right word. We have a whole bunch of different combinations out there. We didn't look particularly in sync.
Were you surprised with how well Buffalo was moving tonight, considering they were on the second end of a back-to-back?
No, because they didn't run minutes last night. Like their top line played 17, so I figured they'd come out with a lot of jump. And I think a lot of what they got, we gave them in terms of transition game. The first goal's a prime example of it.
It looked like Lomby was one of the higher notes for you guys out there. He was flying.
Yeah, lots of speed. He gets in on the forecheck. He's really learned to keep his game simple, and that's not an insult. That's a smart man's game, especially in these kind of games. The pucks go deep. He can get in and get on the forecheck and make a difference for us.
I mean, it seemed like Buffalo had easy access to those passes to the faced-off dots there, and that's where they got most of their goals. I mean, how do you shut that down going forward?
So we would be pretty strong in that slot area, not giving a whole heck of a lot up. Our transition game left. I mean, odd man rushes, I think we're 5-2, but rush chances against were 7-1. And at one point for us, we had the puck and we gave it back. So when you're in breakout position, you're not in D zone coverage. You're moving the puck, and when you can't get it moving forward, you get beat down the wall. The slot will be open for you.
Were you happy with Ansel Lundell moving back to center and what he put forward?
Yeah, I mean, he was the bright spot in the face-off circle for us. Yeah, for a position that he hasn't played with different wingers, he was fine.
How do you get back going from this? I mean, obviously you knew you were at home, had a lot of time off. Now you got to go to Tampa, and
yeah.
I mean, is that its own motivation?
Every game now, it really doesn't matter your opponent. I mean, if we would say if you're going to put up 50 shots every night, yeah, we'll take that, but we can't give what we gave.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Coach.
Coach.
Thanks.